everybody! Today we'll be talking about chemical reactions. A chemical reaction occurs when one set of chemicals change into another, resulting in a new chemical identity. The change can usually be noticed as energy will be given off, such as heat and light.
Ew! But I don't smell anything. Oh my god! A stink bomb! Which is worse? Silent or loud farts?
Either way, farts come from the air we swallow. Gas that seeps into our intestines from our blood, as well as gas produced by chemical reactions that happens in our intestines, as well as bacteria that resides there.
Farts are mostly formed of nitrogen as well as some carbon dioxide and hydrogen. However, these gases are odorless. The element that really makes a fart smell is sulfur. It is produced as undigested food and travels in the large intestine. When bacteria feast on these foods, they produce chemicals containing sulfur, as well as hydrogen sulfide, which gives off a rotten egg smell. These only account for 1% of farts. However, in the absence of the odorless gases, the sulfur will be more concentrated and stinky. It will also be less in volume. Loud farts are higher in volume, so they often contain odorless gases, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. So that's why loud farts are often harmless, while silent ones are deadly.
There are two poisonous elements that we cannot live without in our lives, and they are sodium and chlorine. If sodium mixes with water, they'll react very quickly and it'll explode.
If it comes in contact with bare skin, sodium hydroxide will form and begin dissolving through the skin.
In the reaction, a sodium ion loses an electron to form a sodium cation, and a chlorine atom simultaneously gains an electron to form a chlorine anion.
The product of the reaction is the ionic compound sodium chloride, which is the white solid observed in our blood,
In our tears. In our sweat. And in my chips. Salt is found everywhere.
and I'll be talking about sulfuric acid. When you go visit historical sites, you may realize that the buildings and statues seem worn down, especially the limestone structures. Some say it's because of time. Some believe it's due to a constant touching by the visitors. But mostly, it's the wicked work of acid rain. Let's look at this picture of limestone statue of the woman taken in 1908 and compare it to the photo that was taken 60 years later in 1968. The effects of acid rain on the statue are clear in the photo on the right. Limestone is mostly made of the mineral calcium carbonate. This is not very soluble, so the rocks don't dissolve very quickly. But if you add sulfuric acid, which precipitates from rain clouds in the form of acid rain, these two substances form a chemical reaction. This type of reaction is known as exothermic, which produces heat. This process dissolves the limestone, therefore changing the shape of the statue. The combination of calcium carbonate and sulfuric acid results to form calcium sulfate, water, and carbon dioxide. Chemical reactions are found everywhere!
In our bodies.
In factories, and even in nature.